Human activity has caused big changes in the climate, weather, and temperature of the planet. We call it the climate crisis because it's happening so fast and affects everyone everywhere. Children were the first to alert the world and remain at the forefront of climate action. In South Africa, they filled trucks with rubbish. In Croatia, they planted over 65,000 trees. Children created School Strike for Climate, one of the biggest global movements against climate change in history. Social media, child-led strikes and peaceful protest. Taking part in climate negotiations with governments and decision makers. There are so many ways we can take action.
The climate crisis isn't only about the environment, and there are many ways it can make violence against children worse. You see, children are the least responsible for climate change, but they pay the highest price. 1 billion children, half of the world's children, are at very high risk of experiencing negative impacts of climate events. To start with, their bodies, especially their lungs, are more fragile than adults. So children are more vulnerable to land, air, and water pollution. When there is no rain, it dries the land, causing drought. Families can't produce enough food to sell or eat.
Rising temperatures damage the environment and start wildfires. Because of this, children might have to flee their land and lose their way of life. Children who live on the coast might have to escape rising sea levels. While they are on the move, they are more likely to be separated from their families and to experience violence. Storms are getting bigger, destroying homes and schools. Children who stop going to school are more likely to be forced to work or get married. Migrant children, girls, children with disabilities and long-term health conditions, children without parents and those living in institutions also suffer the most from violence brought on by the climate crisis.
Najat Mala Mjid is the Special Representative of the Secretary General on Violence Against Children. She works with countries all over the world to end violence against children. She recommends that children must be placed at the center of the climate response. All children must be equipped as key actors of change through investment in education, child-friendly policies, programs, and actions. Everyone has a role to play. Work together like an orchestra to protect children. Local, international, and religious communities, businesses, non-profit organizations, governments, and the United Nations.
We can act now. We have the right to learn and be informed, share information with your peers and across all generations. We have the right to be heard, build confidence to express yourself, and listen to the voices of children who face violence and climate change. We have the right to peacefully join others in action. Don't stand alone. Connect with climate groups and programs.
Children have the right to a safe and healthy environment free from violence.